I'm Stephanie with My Time Fitness, and today I have a total body strength and cardio workout for you. Your warm-up and cool-down is included. You are going to want some dumbbells and a mat for this workout. If you don't have dumbbells, that's okay. You can find other things around the house or just use plain body weight. There is an extended version of this workout that is Patreon only, so check that out. You can also join for free now. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. If you haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe button right now, and let's get into it. All right, we're gonna start off with an overhead reach plus a toe touch. So come up overhead and come down and touch those toes. If you can't reach your toes, that's okay. You can go for your shins or your knees, depending on where your flexibility is at. Next up, we have a chest opener plus side bends. So we're gonna open up with that chest for a quick second and then bend off to one side. Open that chest again and bend off to the other side. Next up, we have windmill arms forwards. So right here, get the biggest range of motion you can with those arms. You will have a little movement through that torso, that's okay. Next up, we're going to switch and go backwards. And switch. It's got my arms burning already. Next up, we have walkdowns. So we're going to come walk it down, straight legs, out to a plank, and back up. If you need to, you can bend at those knees. Some more of an inchworm, and bend those knees all the way up. Next up, we have a warrior lunge plus a switch. So we're going to come down, we're going to come up for that warrior. When we come down, switch out those feet and come back up. You need to step them in and out instead of that jump switch. Next up, we have front kicks. Whew. So right here, we're just gonna kick out those feet in the front as high as you can. Keep that core tight. Even if it's just a nice low kick, that's okay. We're gonna finish up with plank steps. We're gonna come down to our mat and step out one foot and then the other. You can also out, in. It'll make it a little more difficult, but it's up to you. All right, we'll grab those dumbbells and some motivating music, and let's get going. All right, we're back for our cardio group. We're gonna start off with a touchdown plus a hop on that left side only. So we're gonna come down for a touchdown and up for a hop. So down, up, down, up. You need to touch down, come back to center, and then just lift that knee. It's hard to work on that balance. Especially when my legs are already on fire. Next up we have a mountain climber. I did a pretty intense workout the other day, so I'm kind of sore still. So we're gonna come down and in and out with those legs. Keep those hips low. You need to, your low impact version, just tap those feet. Next up, we have jumping jack drops. We are completing this cardio group 2 times through. So we're gonna jumping jack and then do a drop. You need to, low impact. You can also come down to more of a squat, make it more difficult. It's up to you. All right. Next up we have lateral jumps. Whew. Try to get your breath. So right here, just side to side. Try to make sure you're jumping the same amount on both sides. Just trail that back foot. If you need to, more of a hop, and just set that back foot down behind you. Next up we have plank jacks. Alright. So same as the plank steps, except we're going to jack out those feet instead. Come down, out, and in. Keep that core nice and tight. Need low impact, back to those steps. For round 2, for that touchdown plus a hop on our right leg now. See if this side is more stable than my other was. So we're gonna have that touchdown and up for that hop. Oops. Remember, if you need to, step back, touch down, come back to center, and just up. You can also, if you want, add in a calf raise here instead. Nice. Back to those mountain climbers. Oh. Shake it out if you need to. If you need to use those modifications, please do so. There's no shame in it. Back to those jumping jack drops. I don't know about you, but these 45 seconds feel like an eternity. Lateral jumps, 2 more exercises, and then we're on for that water break. Before that, I almost forgot what we were doing. Lateral jumps, just said that. Almost there. All right, plank jacks, and we're done. water. We're gonna come back for that strength group. All right, let's get into that strength group. So we're gonna start off with a deadlift plus a close row. We are performing each exercise for 10 reps, only one time through. So really give it all you got. I'm gonna use 15 pounds per hand here. You pick a weight that is good for you. All the rules of the deadlift apply. You can do a slight bend in those knees if you need to. Follow those weights down. Keep that core tight, back flat. Come in for a close row and bring it back up. Squeeze those glutes. Bring those weights up and back. Keep that back neutral. I believe we have 3 more. And there's our 10 already. Whew. Shake that out. Next up, we have a squat plus an overhead press. Yikes. I'm gonna try 12 pounds per hand here. I'm gonna rack those weights on my shoulders. Back shoulder width stance on those feet for that squat. Come sit back in that imaginary chair. Press up through your heels, up overhead for that press. Keep breathing. Come down as low as possible, as low as comfortable for you. All right, there's our 10. Next up, we have a curtsy lunge plus a lateral raise. I'm going to use 6 pounds per hand for this one. Nothing crazy. So we're going to come back for that curtsy and a lateral raise. And back up. Curtsy and lateral. Oops. If you need to, just a step back here and that raise. If you need to, you can come back to that curtsy, come back to the center and lateral raise. If the combo movement is too much for you. definitely burning out my arms. If you need to drop weights, that's okay. I think I'm gonna drop my weight for these last two on each side. And just work against myself. All right, thanks. Everything's on fire. All right, we're gonna finish up with a reverse lunge, plus a knee and a bicep curl. So I'm going to try 12 pounds per hand here. So I'm gonna come back for that reverse lunge with the left, come up with a knee and a bicep curl. And switch to the right, knee and a bicep curl. You can make it one fluid motion and never set that foot down. Work on that balance. I did forget to mention, we are doing 10 on each side, like we did for the curtsy. We're halfway. Keep those elbows pinned to your sides. One more other side. Yikes. Whew. That was a killer. All right, we're gonna start off with an arm cross pull plus a hip flexor stretch. So left leg back, left arm across, try and get that left heel down to the ground. Push forward through that pelvis area, that pelvic area. Just pull that arm across. Next up, we're gonna switch. Nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Switch to that right side. Ooh, wobbly legs. It's a good sign though. It means we worked really hard. Next up, we have a wide toe touch plus a shoulder stretch. So get into that wide toe touch, come down. Bring those arms up and overhead. You can gently move around in this stretch as well. If it's too much for you, just keep those hands on the ground. Next up, we have a downward dog. So I'm going to come to that downward dog position. Press up. Try and get those heels on the ground. Try and get that head pressed in between those arms. If you want to, you can pedal your feet here. Next up, we have a Cobra. So we're going to come down. ceiling. If this is too much for you, you can come to a Sphinx. Next up, we're going to get into a deep glute stretch on our left. We're going to roll over, left over our right knee, bring it in behind that right knee until you feel that tension, that stretch on the left. You can move around here gently to find different areas that may need stretching. Next, we're going to switch. All right, to that right side now. And we are going to finish up with a full body stretch. Stretch out, like someone's pulling you from each end of your body, and release. Again, stretch it out, and release. Get one more stretch in. Nice big stretch. Release. You can keep laying down. I wish I could. I don't know about you, but I am a sweaty mess. So gross. Whew. I really hope that you enjoyed this workout though. Let me know in the comments below what you liked about it, what you disliked about it, if you use weights or if you use something else or just plain body weight. I'd really like to hear your feedback. If you haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe button right now. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram and Patreon. Other than that though, get in a lot of water, eat a nice healthy meal, and I hope that you come back to work out with me again tomorrow. Thanks.